Hi, my name's Chris Toombs. I'm a velocity-based training expert and performance specialist. I'm here with Output Sports in Dublin, talking all things velocity-based training. We could look to find your PMax, which is the fastest, the load that you move at about 1 meter per second. Okay. So it's going to be about 50% of 1 rep max. PMax is the intersection between speed and strength and where you produce the most power. It's force equals mass times acceleration. So you've got to have that middle ground to get the most out of it. Okay. But that might not be the quality that you need for today. But if that's what you want to try and deliver, then we can find that very, very accurately. Like I say, I mean, because you lifted 40 kilos at 1.04 meters per second, I mean, being super, super pedantic, like I say, it's probably about 42.5 kgs. 2.5 kilos or 5 kilos is the sort of increments you want to go up in if you want to be absolutely on spot on. But I wouldn't stress too much about that kind of thing. Just consistent squat depth, maximal intent on the concentric range. No pressure, but we've got to get the loading right from 1 meter per second. But I actually think you got more. Go on, one more, one up, let's find it. There we go. Yes, it's great to get outputs and outcomes now, today, but it's more about adding all these training units up and following the trend lines to see whether you're making improvements. That's going to be your programming effectiveness, the feedback mechanism that you're using, and ultimately also your other training variables that are going to impact on your sort of strength and power progress.
So would you do this like at the start of a season or like at the start of a block and then like a couple of months down the line and see?
Yes, and the one thing that I think is really valuable from a load velocity profiling standpoint is it's almost like a continual assessment thing. Okay. Because you can, once I get to know an athlete better, you can use the profiling as part of your training session. Yeah. Because there's times when you can give your body a speed strength stimulus, a strength speed stimulus and a max strength stimulus, a mixed methods approach to strength and power training in one session, which is not just about getting profiling data, it's about just seeing where you're at any given time. So you can profile as a process and a protocol more often than you think. But yeah, getting the start point, especially at the beginning of a training block, and then at the end of a training block, we'll see how effective that training's been. And then you've got that continual assessment piece. And I guess the other real high value piece for me about load velocity profiling is about manipulation of load day to day. And you can be very, very precise and accurate with how you prescribe based on how you feel.